Blessings, everyone. How are you?
How you doing, brother? I'm good, man. How about you?
Good. Just here in the office. Just had a few minutes, so I'm like, hey, let's kick it online and talk about some crystals
Of
as
course,
usual.
always a good day. Always a good day talking about crystals with you, brother.
Oh yeah.
Let's reach in the box, see what we got.
So yeah, we're gonna pick another crystal out today, random crystal, and just talk about it. Talk about our discussions, like rather experiences
Oh, I got my head!
about it. What is it?
It is Auralite 23.
Oh, wow. You took it high.
Hey.
Okay.
I have fun with this.
Auralite 23.
I know you are going to have fun with that one. Because
Oh, yeah.
all of these motherfuckers want to pose with Super 7 as Auralite 23. Or you be going in a crystal shop and it'll be like, Auralite 23. This crystal contains 3 out of the following 23 you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
There's a lot. I've noticed that. And I think I spoke about this with you a little while before, but there's a lot of mislabeling going on. And it's probably a mix of intentional and unintentional.
Mm-hmm.
You
Probably
know,
the
you'll
unintentional
see.
following the people who are intentional.
Yeah. So it's a blend of that. And what you're seeing is clusters with hematite, amethyst clusters with hematite on it. That's not Orlite 23. Also, some people are saying that Thunder Bay Amethyst is Orlite 23, and that's not the same. Orlite 23, what it is, it's a crystal. It's a type of amethyst. It's amethyst with other minerals in it. And it comes from northern Ontario from a mine called the Cave of Wonders. Uh, and so what it does is it grows in this chevron pattern, not to be confused with chevron amethyst, which is similar, but it's not the same thing. Um, it grows in layers, which is what you'll see how when you see like little wands of it or shards of it, it has like a little almost like a white phantom kind of going up to the tip. Those are layers where the growth stopped and then new growth started on top of that and so forth and so on, just kind of like repeating over time. And although Orlite 23 doesn't have carbon in it because it's pretty much like a mainly quartz based crystal, it's estimated to be close to 2 billion years old based on the way and depth and everything that the mineral grows and the thickness and the chevron patterns and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this crystal, or like 23, like many other crystals, are ancient, contain a lot of ancient info, ancient vibes, for me, it's really sort of an ethereal crystal. I have a few pieces, and I have a legendary piece. Uh, it's a 40-pound Auralite 23 cluster.
Take the cake, bro. Take the cake.
40 pounds. You can go check it out on my Instagram page.
At Steve Earthkeeper. Check it out. At
Yep,
Steve
Steve
Earthkeeper, man.
Earthkeeper. Just look it up. It's gonna be in there. I think I have it in my story, as well as I think it's called like Crystal Goodies, one of my stories, and then it's on my actual page, but it's kind of one of an older posts, one of
He's
the older
showing it
posts.
off as he can. You'll find it.
Yeah, pretty much. You'll see all kinds of goodies, but yeah, Orlite 23 is an amazing crystal, and it's sometimes topped off the apex.
Mm-hmm.
It has a reddish sparkle, which is hematite.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you see it, when it's not in light, it just looks like a red, like a crust over points. But when you take it out into the sun, you see or flash a light on it, you see all sorts of little sparkly, glittery goodness in there. Um, yeah. Have you worked with Orlight 23?
No, I come into contact with what people say is Auralite 23, but I've never seen that legit one in person.
Okay.
I've never had the pleasure. I've had the pleasure of seeing the 4 out of the 23 included mineral. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's not the same.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's not the same thing. I would definitely suggest you work with a piece of authentic Auralite 23 whenever you get called to or get the chance or it comes into your life. But
Hey, as
it's an
soon as it
amazing
does, you know I'm
crystal.
getting it. I am. It's got like an angelic almost vibe to it. Like it looks like it looks like gold. Like I don't know how to explain it. It looks like there's like a I don't know. It's very
It's a
nice.
unique crystal. It is. It's really unique. It's a unique form of amethyst. And it has all these other minerals in it, like hematite, goethite, or goethite, depending how you pronounce it. Um, Copper traces, a lot of trace stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's loaded. It's loaded with stuff, and
The magnetic ass crystal.
yeah, like all of these minerals come together and work in synergy with each other. Um, and by default, they work in synergy with each other because they chose to grow together. I'm a strong believer that if one or more minerals weren't, or more than one mineral weren't meant to grow together or work together in synergy, they wouldn't grow together at all.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're seen together, then chances are they have some kind of cool synergistic combinational energy going on, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a cool combo. And you just kind of have to see what it does for you and just, document your experience with it, whatever that is, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, a high, a deep meditation, whatever it is, just work with it first and then do any, if you want, reading up or anything like that. So that way you have a really clear, unbiased experience.
Sure.
Just my suggestion. That's what I would do at least.
I'm just gonna turn this around by like asking you questions about it since you've worked on it and
Mm-hmm.
I've come into contact with the real thing. So, well, first off, my curiosity, so I can get it, is does like the mine have its own little like shopping thing, or is this up to independent miners going to that mine and you just have to know somebody?
So you're asking if the mine has a shop?
Yeah.
So from what okay, so I do know regular shops that sell it. Um, but I don't know if I don't think you have to specifically go to the mine only to find it, but I have heard of a few people, shop owners, like major shop owners that know the mine owner, and they have like a special kind of like pass to come to the mine and dig or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not hard to find. It's a bit pricey. Just warning you if you've never worked with it and you're looking to source out a piece.
Mm-hmm.
An authentic piece is going to be a little bit of money. And what I mean by that is like depending on the weight, like if you're looking for like a wand piece, like about that big, so like 8-9 inches or so, maybe like a pound or two, you're looking at like anywhere between, I've seen prices from $150 to $300 USD. That's US dollars. So the price varies, but it's a little on the pricey side. And again, this is the only mine that this particular crystal, Orlite 23, grows or is found.
Mm.
Um, so it's not something that you can find anywhere, like clear quartz, or you know what I mean.
Speak a little bit on the importance of location.
Mm-hmm. So the one of the cool things that I know about that area is that that's called the Canadian Shield. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
So the Canadian Shield is an area where there's all this quartz underground.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's believed to have a really sort of cleansing, energetic, just overall positive effect on other minerals and people in that area. And again, this is called the Canadian Shield. And you can look it up. It's a geological term.
I want to live in that.
Yeah. I visited that area before. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Right.
the Ontario area. So yeah, it's like that Ontario area near Toronto. It's north. The actual mine is north of Toronto, but um, it's the mine itself is in northern Ontario. I'm like having a brain fart.
Yeah, I got you. I
Yeah.
got you. I know what you meant.
Yeah. So, but anyway, you could definitely look up more information on that. Just the geological aspect of it. Look up the constituents of what is inside of Orlite 23 and source out a piece. And again, I mean, if you look on my page and you happen to see mine, that's pretty much what authentic Orlite 23 looks like. It does not look like a little. So if you guys are familiar with the Brazilian amethyst, where it's like a cluster with little points and everything, beautiful, gorgeous, great energy, but that's not how Orlite 23 grows. Warlight 23 has huge points like this. And typically the wands or shards are individual points of that, along with some of that extra crystal from beneath.
Yeah, I've never seen just like the hematite with two other inclusions. Like there's no such thing as an Auralite 23 that doesn't have 23 minerals in it. Ever.
Right.
Ever.
It's not exactly. It's not going to look like Brazilian amethyst. It's not going to be this little tiny thing with little points on it. Those things I'm sure have great energy, but that's not Orlite 23 is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so yeah, it's overall a neat crystal that I recommend.
Have you ever seen Auralite 8?
No, I have not.
I saw Auralite 8 at
no, it's not the same thing. I mean, it would probably be good. I would work with Warlight 8 if there was
It's
such a
basically
thing.
the Super 7 with hematite on the top. That's it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm sure that's good, like energetically speaking. Sorry. I'm sure that that's a good mineral to work with. I'm not, see, the thing is, I'm not opposed to working with minerals I'm called to, even if it's something that it's so random, but I'm just called to it, then I work with it. You know what I mean? I see what's the message in it. Why is it calling out to me so strongly?
Yeah.
What kind of influence is this going to make in my life? That sort of thing. And I do the same thing with any crystal, really.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I gotta think of something else that I want to know about this. What have you used it for most? Or what have you gone to it for? What have been the intentions that you've picked it up and sat with it or something?
This might sound cliche and everything, but I've gone to it just to learn from it.
Respect?
I've gone to it just with a blank slate sort of state of mind.
Anything like comfortable sharing that you learned from it?
With the times that I've worked with it, and I have not worked with it honestly recently.
Mm-hmm.
This was a while back when I first got it, but I just got this sense of peace and I want to say protection too, just energetic protection and almost like an energetic filter for me. For that particular crystal, for Arlight 23, I did not get any audible messages or anything like that. But just sort of like a energetic filter. That's what I got from it for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's the main thing that comes to mind right now when you ask that question.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet. I can't think of it. Just because I've never worked with a crystal, I feel bad. But I know
it's all good. I mean, yeah,
you got the floor. Anything you can think of to say about it?
I mean, I just think it's a cool crystal and it's gonna work differently for everyone who works with it. And just kind of go to it with an open heart, open mind, no specific expectations.
Yeah, with a crystal that powerful, with that many illusions in it, you can't
Yeah.
go into it expecting to get what you want out of it. You're only gonna get out of it what it wants. You know.
Right. Right. Or like going into it with, what your buddy said happened to them that worked with it, and then you're expecting the same exact like step by step process, and it typically doesn't work like that. For some it may, I mean, I don't know, but
Exactly.
I like to go in just blank, fresh, brand new, open mind, new experience, new crystal, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mhm.
I agree. Completely agree. Yeah, like
Yeah. I want
uh,
to know what some of the viewers have you guys worked with, or like 23, and what was some of your experiences?
yes.
Comment below. It'd be
Oh
cool
yeah.
to hear.
Oh yeah. But you have more ideas to talk about with this than we do.
Wait, what was that?
But they have more ideas to talk about this than we do.
Well, no. I mean, I just like to hear what other people's experiences are, just to kind
Oh
of,
hell yes.
I find those sort of things fascinating.
Yo,
So,
the viewers have been amazing lately.
oh yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate the interaction, the comments, the views.
Yo,
Um,
I made this channel because I wanted to bring a community of like-minded people together, so we could
mhm.
have awesome conversations and shit. And in at least every video, there's always that, and it make especially these ones that we do together. It takes the people from one end of my channel to the other and brings like 8 of them into one video comment section.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yes, my dream's coming true.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's good to teach, but also not teach from a this is what it is kind of point
Yeah.
stance. It's just kind of like this is the only time that sort of thing can come up is if like I was saying what Warlight is. That's objective. It's not a subjective thing. Whereas feeling and what energies you're feeling, that's a very subjective thing.
Hmm.
So it's subject to change depending on the person.
Yeah, you can be like,
Um,
this has 23 minerals in it.
right,
Facts. It's from Ontario. Facts.
right,
You know? But my energy is my energy. Your
yeah,
energy is that is
exactly,
it.
exactly, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's cool beans. I
Cool.
saw this one crystal, this one or like 23 crystal. What happened?
It's like, you ever seen Hot Rod?
No.
It's a stupid ass SNL video, but they were like cool beans and they made like a remix of it. No, that's
Oh,
not.
okay. So it
It's
made you think of that.
yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying, but
My bad.
no, it's all good. Yeah, try it out, guys. If you haven't worked with it, try it out. Share your experiences. Um, Even if you feel motivated to do so, even make a response video showing your Auralite 23 crystals, and
Straight up.
whether it's this big or this big, whatever, show it.
Bring on the
You
response
want to
video.
hear it.
See it.
Yeah,
I want to see it. Show off those crystals.
awesome.
Yes, yo.
Yeah, blessings, blessings, blessings to everyone. It's always fun making these videos.
It's always awesome.
Always. Yeah, I love the energy exchange and the information exchange.
Yeah, it's good to like, take your mind off things and kick it with a friend, talk about some fun stuff, spiritual growth and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks
definitely.
for talking to me again, brother, and peace and love to all these beautiful viewers. Thank you for watching again.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you, my brother.
Blessings.